Cadillac, took it to the top shop, got the damn top drop, 2-color flip flop, and the red lollipop.
Well, welcome to Fayette. Today, as you can see, it just snowed. 刚刚下完雪 and I don't know what I'm gonna do this week. Don't know what to film. Kind of still trying to get my schedule straightened up. There's a lot of things. I need to change my routine a little bit. I'm still trying to get used to this vlog thing. So, and as you can see, this time I'm using my camera to log instead of my phone. So, well, just want to let you see like how I think we have 3 inches of snow, 5 inches, I don't know how many inches of snow, but as you can see, that is not looking good. So I can't drive with that. So let's get to work. So this is what I usually do. Clean that off, start the car, let the car warm up. While the car is warming up, I continue to clean the snow so that it melts the snow quicker on the windshield. And that is pretty much the routine if it gets heavy snow, because if you don't brush off the snow and that snow hits somebody else, and you're on the road, that snow hits somebody else on the back, you're probably gonna cause some accidents. So you have to clear the snow, but you just have to clear to a certain amount, as long as you know there's not a bunch of snow at the back. As long as there's not a bunch of snow on your car that is gonna fall off and hit the car behind you, or whatever is at the side as well. Speaking of which, I know in Malaysia, Japanese car is like the most reliable. You know, you drive like Pro Duo, Proton. If you thought that Proton's car is not reliable, you'll be surprised that Subaru is not as reliable as you think. As I'm going to show you something now. I do not know, can you see the smoke that's coming out the tailpipe? That is not fun. That is basically the coolant is burning off in this car. I just rebuilt the engine on this car about a month ago, I think. Literally just rebuilt the whole engine myself, and now it's burning coolant. So no clue I do not know, something I have to deal. Something I have to deal with it, and so technically this is not my daily routine, but I'm going to work now actually, dress up for work, because as a foreign student, okay, that's another thing that's quite annoying in all the Subaru car is it always scream at something. I don't know why Subaru do this, but it's very annoying. Anyway, because you are a foreign in US, if you are a foreign student, you can't work outside of the campus, and you only can work up to 20 hours per week. As long as if you're on either of the student visa, the F1 or the other, I forgot what's the other student visa. As long as you're on a student visa, you can't work outside of the campus, and you only can work up to 20 hours per week. So you kind of limited. Your earnings are kind of limited. So you gotta kind of meet ends, I guess. Just reached the workplace. That is where that is where I work. Not sure can I film inside there, but we will see how it goes. Okay, so apparently there's not much to do today. They just want me to move the vans, the minivan and the buses to the other side. So we're gonna use this. We're gonna use the shop. There's a workshop at the back. You can see there, the back there. That's where they're gonna vaccinate all the frontline workers. Means if you are a police officer, you know, basically emergency service, or the first line responder, they're gonna vaccinate all of them there. So I need to move all this. I need to move buses and the vans, which, yeah, somewhere there. The vans there over the corner to there, to make room for them to stop their cars here when they were getting themselves vaccinated. Anyway, I'll join you shortly. Okay. I thought today is gonna be a shorter day, but it seems like that is not the case. I have to move a bunch of buses, and two of the buses, apparently the battery died, so I was trying to have fun trying to jumpstart those two. It's just a little bit different, the battery, for whatever reason, on the buses, so it was not fun. So basically, this is the typical lazy day for me. Like if there's nothing much going on in the office, and I'll get done like 2 hours, 3 hours, and well, I mean, I'm not really done yet for the day, because later in the evening I still have another job that involved me calling students, you know, calling potential prospects to join URU. Some of you may think that, you know, who want to come to Upper Iowa? It's in the middle of nowhere. Oh, you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised actually. Quite a number of students actually wanted to come to these kind of places because our classes is just smaller. Like you are talking about 10 to 1 instead of 30 to 1 ratio. When you have 30 to 1, you know, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard for the instructor to grab attention for all the students, to grab all the attention of the students. And when you have multiple students having questions, that really bog down the class a lot. That will bog down the class quite quickly. So having a smaller class definitely have its own advantages. But because UIU is not really a huge institution, so when you're talking about research funding wise, there are some things that the bigger state university definitely have their advantages. So see you guys back home. So this basically kind of concludes my average day, I guess. Especially now it's like COVID. There's just not a lot of things going on. There's only like before the COVID, I can still go to student activities, you know, work there, help set up events, promote events, do some photography. I seldom do video is not my specialty actually. It's never my specialty in the first place. Later on in the evening, maybe I'll get to work as student caller. Let's see how it goes. But you know, if I'm going there, I'm gonna definitely show you guys the workplace there. That place is definitely a lot nicer compared to a facility. But you know, today I didn't bring the camera in because I didn't know it's like how people are comfortable being recorded there. So and I hope that this time around the video quality is slightly better because I'm using the actual camera to record instead of my phone. But do let me know what you guys want to see. On the next video actually, because I have some video ideas, but some of it takes a little bit long to set up. So what you want to know, what you like me to share, do definitely let me know, and I'll make a video of it. See ya. Okay, never mind, I lied. We are going to my student caller workplace. By the way, if you're curious, it's like -10 out now. It's cold, but I guess I kind of got used to it. It's not that cold. And that is where I work. So this is where I work for student caller. So today's just doing emails and stuff. So I'm just doing emailing to prospect student. But usually we call through the office phone. So there's 2 hours straight trying to just communicate, see if the students interested to join UIU for the school year and stuff. But for now we're just taking a break on calling because sometimes it kind of drains us out a little bit. For me it's still fine. I'm not, some days I do feel drained out, but usually you kind of get used to it. And we do have a script that we read off, but sometimes I like to be a little bit creative, get outside the script. And normally on the other end you're just calling high school students, so if you screw up, it's not a lot of pressure if you screw up, but I treat them as normal adults instead of like high school kids. So that allows me to be a little bit more professional over the phone. It's basically it's basically cold calling most of the time. But yeah, well, guess you get to see one of my working place. So yeah, see you next time.
Get money, get money.